So as much as I've divorced, I would never ever advise anybody to go through a divorce.
These are papers for divorce. These little pieces of paper, little flimsy pieces of paper.
Welcome back to Manosphere Daily. Today's topic is one we see happening way too often. A lonely, strong, independent woman divorces her husband and instantly regrets it. She thought she could do better, only to realize the dating market isn't what she expected. And now she's hitting the wall at full speed. We're breaking it all down. What went wrong, why so many women fall into this trap, and what men can learn from it. Before we dive in, do us a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a video. And don't forget, share this with your friends so we can keep this conversation going.
Don't stay for the kids. That's like one of the number one things I'm seeing in my comments. I'm staying for the children. I'm staying for the children. Part of the reason I left was because of the children. I get it. Thinking about having your children only half the time is nauseating, right? It makes you sick to your stomach to think about. But I didn't want to set the example for my children that lukewarm was what marriage looked like. And if you don't have a healthy marriage, your kids will know, and then they'll think that's what marriage is. And then they'll get into a marriage and think, well, this is like my parents. Would you tell your children to stay in a marriage that didn't fulfill them? Why do you? Always just trying to keep it real, but, and I'm not the lady who cries on TikTok, but sometimes being a single mom is hard because you don't have anybody else to rely on except for yourself. And so my hot water heater went out, and I now have to miss my youngest son's flag football game, which I only get to go to every other week because I work on the weekends that I don't have them. And now I have to miss it because I have to stay home for a damn hot water heater to be installed. And it's just super frustrating at times because I'm the only adult in the house. And so now I have to leave him and go do that. And it's just, sometimes it's just hard to not have anybody to rely on. And yes, while I have a boyfriend, he doesn't know my kids. They're not involved. And so he can't be at my house. He can't help. It's just me. And sometimes it's hard. And that's real.
So as much as I've divorced, I would never ever advise anybody to go through a divorce. You know, life after divorce. As a woman, I would honestly sit here and say, as much as I've made the decision and the choice to divorce my husband then, I also regret it. I don't regret it because I still loved him, but I regret it because I feel like I denied my children the right and the opportunity to have what people call a normal family. Now today I'm sitting with kids who are in the statistic of divorce. So as much as I've divorced, I would never ever advise anybody to go through a divorce.
Oh, here we go again. Another strong, independent woman who thought she could do better, only to find out the dating market isn't exactly rolling out the red carpet for her. Sis really thought she was upgrading, but life hit her with that Windows error message real quick. *404, better options not found.
These are papers for divorce. These little pieces of paper, little flimsy pieces of paper can break and end something that's so strong in somebody's heart.
I did it.
Here's this. These are papers for divorce. And it's very sad. I don't understand how. 8 years trying my best to love somebody and fight for them and put up with so much abuse and just be wiped out with little papers. It's not easy. And as much as I know that this needs to happen, it still hurts. Because I never wanted this. I actually did love him. And I know how can you love somebody that does those things to you? I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe I see brokenness in people, and I know that we can all be better people and heal if we want to. I'm sad. It's this this is the dreams that I had for us as a family and as husband and wife, and these little pieces of paper, little flimsy pieces of paper, can break and end something that's so strong in somebody's heart. It's hard. I'll get through, but I'm sharing my journey with you guys, every part of it. Just so you know that you're not alone, and you guys make me feel not alone. So, here goes.
No, ma'am. Nobody is forcing you to file those papers. You are willingly deciding to divorce your husband. This is a life-changing decision that you are making in real time, and you have to assume the consequences. Guys, this woman thought that her husband was going to beg her to stay and accept all her needy demands if she threatened to file for divorce.
I'm tired. I need a break. I need a break from all of this adulting out here. I need a break from all of this transition in here. I don't want to talk to people. Look at my eyes. I'm sleeping, but I'm not. I know transitions are a challenge, right? It's not all sunshine and butterflies. And just the work that I've put in, and sometimes it doesn't even feel like work, but it is, it's catching up with me. I'm exhausted. I'm so short with people. I just tried to back into the spot. Yeah, I'm good. And the guy next to me was just like, it doesn't matter. I just need to rest. If you're doing this, rest. You know, I want to come on here and I want to be like, oh, it's so grand and oh, what a great day. And I'm not feeling it today. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to go into this here store over yonder, and I'm going to get a little bag of popcorn and some Epsom salt, and I'm going to watch a true crime documentary, and I'm going to take care of me, and I will see you guys soon.
2. She left her husband thinking she'd be swimming in a sea of high-value men, but turns out that sea was just a kiddie pool with some dudes who only text at 2 a.m. Now she's out here talking about asterisk, where have all the good men gone? Asterisk, ma'am, you had one, you just divorced him. And the best part? She spent years saying, asterisk, I don't need a man. Asterisk, but now that she's hitting the wall harder than a crash test dummy, she's out here like, asterisk, men need to step up. Asterisk, step up for what exactly? To be an emotional support system for your bad decisions? Now we're good.
I found out today that my ex-husband is engaged, that I'm unwell. And like, even though, yes, it was me that was like, hi, I want divorce. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. It brings up all these feelings. It brings up all this like stuff. And we have a kid and it brings up all this stuff around him.
I want to be a boss bitch. I want to be independent. I don't need a man. I can do this all on my own.
But you cannot just like pretend that it doesn't affect you. And I feel like people should be more out loud about it, because I wish that I had more people that were like totally honest and like super transparent in really difficult times.
3. Now she's scrolling through her contacts at 11 p.m., debating whether to text her ex with that classic asterisk. Hey, how have you been? Asterisk message. Sis, he's been great. Probably with a younger, more feminine woman who actually appreciates him. Meanwhile, you're stuck trying to figure out why your situationships won't commit and why the good morning, beautiful text disappeared.
I can remember when I told my ex-husband I wanted a divorce. It was December 2019, and he was completely shocked. Completely caught off guard, like dumbfounded, devastated, everything else. But the month before that, November of 2019, I remember very clearly having yet another talk with him about how unhappy I was. But this particular conversation, he was in his man cave room playing video games, which was like his favorite activity. And I go walking in and I tell him, like, I really want to talk about our marriage. Like, I'm not happy. It feels like we're roommates at this point, and I don't really have a partner, blah, blah, blah. This man was wearing his headphones because he was playing with a friend and they like talked to each other. He didn't even take his headphones off. He just pulled it off his right ear. This is almost 4 years ago now. I can still remember he pulled it off his right ear And he didn't pause the game or stop playing. He continued to play a video game while his wife was standing in front of him, telling him how unhappy she was in the marriage. And I remember when he said to me something about like marriage being forever and whatever. And I said to him, well, maybe some marriages aren't meant to last. And he got so mad at me for saying that. But he didn't stop playing video games to have the conversation with me. And if that doesn't perfectly sum up why I divorced this man, then I don't know what does. And I feel like this is a very common trend. I hear about this type of stuff a lot, where the wife had expressed her concerns for months or even years, and then when she finally says, all right, I've done everything I could do, I want a divorce, then the husband's like, what do you mean? What's happening? I love you. Please don't leave me. Please don't take my kids from me. It's like, bitch, you should have put in effort. You had the opportunity. We give you so many opportunities to do the right thing. You chose not to. This is now the repercussions of your actions. Am I wrong?
For lesson of the day, if you leave a good man for the streets, don't be shocked when the streets return you with no refund policy. Oh, this is a classic case of asterisk. I'm a strong, independent woman, until I'm single and struggling to open this pickle jar. Asterisk, she left her man thinking she'd be stepping into a world of luxury dates and high-value suitors, but instead she got dry DMs, unpaid bills, and dinner dates where she has to split the check.
It's noon on Sunday, Memorial Day weekend, and I have nothing to do. I have nowhere to go. And I'm not looking for pity. This is the reality for some people sometimes. I know some of you will come into the comments and be like, why don't you go do this? Why don't you go do that? Why don't you call this person? Why do you call that person? I know how to do all those things, but sometimes you do all those things and this is what's left. I spend a lot of holidays alone, not on purpose. I do the phone calls, I do the things, I try to put it out there, but this is the reality of it. And now that I know it because I'm living it, I'm much gentler with other people. I'm much more careful when I ask them, what are you doing this holiday weekend? Because some people don't have things to do. And again, I want to be clear, it's not a pity party. It's the reality for so many people. I spent about an hour with a friend. Now I'm about to go into stores to look for something to fulfill me. It's so beautiful outside. I'll get on my bike later, probably. I'll walk my dog later. I know that for sure. Actually, no, I won't, because I'm too anxious and I'm too sad and I'll still be alone. And even if you were to present an opportunity to me right now to do something or be with someone, I'm literally in that state where I can't. It's just this crazy, I don't know what the purpose or point is of what I'm saying, other than sometimes when you see somebody, don't assume they have their shit together. Don't assume it's picture perfect.
5. She thought she was walking into a romantic comedy, but life hit her with the horror movie twist. Now she's sitting there with her glass of wine, scrolling through dating apps like, asterisk, why are all these men either broke, weird, or only looking for a good time? Asterisk, ma'am, you left stability for struggle. Welcome to the streets. 6. And let's talk about the regret first. It starts off slow. She enjoys that freedom, posts some new chapter of my life selfies, and maybe even gets a few DMs from simps who just want one thing. Fast forward a few months. She's sitting alone watching her ex thrive with a new woman, and suddenly she's on Facebook posting asterisk, men don't love like they used to.
I have heard it said that women need to feel seen, heard, and cherished in relationships. And when they're not, they exit stage left. I was reminded recently as to why I made my exit in a particular relationship. I was with this person, and we were in the same space, and we had to do a thing. And I said, I'm going to get ready for the day, and then I'm going to go for a walk. And then when I come back, we can go do the thing. If you want to get ready while I'm gone, then we can go do the thing. And he said, okay. And I got ready. In the common space we were in, I took clothes out of a bag. I took my get ready bag out, which he's familiar with these things. And I went around the corner and I did the things. Brushed my teeth. I washed my face. I got dressed. I put my earrings in. I put my face on. You know, I looked fresh. And I came out from around the corner and I put my bag back down. I put my pajamas in a different bag. The whole thing. And I said, I'm ready now. I'm going to go for a walk. I'll be back in about an hour. I came back after an hour and he was still in bed. It's fine. There's time. And I said, do you want to get ready? And then we'll go? And he said, well, don't you want to get ready? When I tell you the wound he hit and the triggering, I have more healing to do around that. But it shut me down. I wasn't prepared for that. It probably seemed insignificant to that person. But to me, it reminded me of why I exited stage left. I thought, clearly made up, dressed, ready to go. I had stated that I was getting ready for the day. I was ready for the day. And I looked at him and I said, I am ready. I told you I was going to get ready for the day and go for a walk. I'm dressed. And I found myself in that same cycle of trying to explain everything that he couldn't see because he didn't see me and he didn't hear me. And it hit hard. It is so important that people in general are seen, heard, and cherished. And if you don't feel these things, it's okay to exit stage left. Because you will find the people that appreciate you in all of the ways.
Asterisk 7. Now she's trying to reverse Uno her way back into her ex's life. Asterisk hey stranger. I was just thinking about you. Asterisk sis. We know what that means. You tested the dating market and the market rejected your application. The funniest part? The very same boring, predictable husband she left is now a hot commodity, because other women see his value. Meanwhile, she's stuck trying to convince herself that being alone is empowering while her cat judges her life choices. 8. Moral of the story? Don't throw away a good man thinking you'll find something better. The streets do not offer customer service or a returns policy. It's a wrap on today's breakdown of the strong, independent woman who regretted her divorce. If you found this video insightful or just straight up entertaining, be sure to smash that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Don't forget to subscribe to Manosphere Daily and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. And hey, let's keep the discussion going. Asterisk share asterisk this video with your friends and help spread the word. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.
And that wraps up today's episode of Manosphere Daily. If you enjoyed the content, give it a like. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as a new video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.